Hello guys, welcome to the Code Snippets channel. Today video is about floating data types, which is the second part of the data types in Swift series. If you didn't watch the first part about integer data types, click on the top right corner of the video to watch it. In today's video we will explore about the float and double data types, and then we will learn about their conversion. So let's start in Xcode. The floating point types can represent a much wider range of values than integer types and can store numbers that are much larger or smaller than the integer data types. Swift provides two signed floating point numbers that are double, representing a 64-bit floating point number, and float represent a 32-bit floating point number. So means that double has a precision of at least 15 decimal digits, whereas the precision of float can be as little as 6 decimal digits. Now let's see how we can declare floating point constant and variables. It's very straightforward. We use float and double keywords for this. For example, let's say we have a constant called float type. We will use a keyword float for that, and it has a value, for example 1.456. And in same way we can declare a constant for the double type, and for that we will use double keyword, and let's say it's a value of 7.456465 and maybe 789. So this is the way to declare variables or constant for the float and double types. And let's say declare an integer type as well for the conversion purpose. I would say 56. The conversions between integer and floating point numerics types must be made explicit. Let's say we create a variable constant called add, and we try to add the float type and int type. So it will not be possible, and we will get an error. Like you can see here, the binary operator plus cannot be applied to operands of type float and int. So for the addition purpose, we must have this same type of constants here. So we can convert the int type into float, or we maybe can convert the float type into integer as well. But one thing we keep in notice, that if we convert the floating type into integer, so the floating point values are always truncated when used to initialize a new integer value in that way. So we will get the value other than the floating point values. So let's take an example here. For example, we are going to convert this int type into float. To get rid of that error, and let's see, here you can see we have the value 57.456. So that 56 been converted into 56.0, and then we have float of 1.456, and with the addition we have the value 57.456. But when we try to convert float into integer in this way, so what will happen? That floating value will be truncated, and we will have the one only in that converted. The initializer will initialize an integer constant with the value of a float type, but it will truncate the floating values. So let's run it, and here we can see that after converting the float type into integer, we have the value 1, and adding that into the integer 56, we have the 57 in the add constant. So that's all about the conversions. In the same way we can convert the float into double and double into float as well. Thank you so much for watching the video, and I hope you liked that video. If you think it's helpful, please do like it and subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so you can get the latest updates about the videos, and also share it with your friends and colleagues. Thank you and have a great coding day.